To fully appreciate the biblical concept of heaven, it is essential to delve into the original languages of the scriptures, Hebrew and Greek. The term heaven in Hebrew, shamayim, not only refers to the physical sky but also encompasses the spiritual realm where God resides. In Greek, the word oranos carries similar connotations. It evokes a sense of elevation and divine order. Both terms reflect a multifaceted reality, rather than a simplistic notion of a singular destination. This linguistic exploration reveals that heaven is threaded throughout the biblical narrative, influencing how characters interact with the divine and perceive their purpose. Throughout the Old and New Testaments, our understanding of the heavens shapes the theological framework of the scriptures. For instance, Genesis opens with a profound declaration that, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." This statement establishes a foundational truth. Heavens are part of the creation narrative, suggesting an ordered cosmos designed by divine intent. As we progress through scriptural history, we encounter the heavens in varied contexts, some depicting the vastness of creation, others illustrating God's intimate involvement in earthly affairs. The concept of the first heaven is often associated with the atmospheric sky, the very space that envelops us daily. It is here that birds soar and clouds drift, an environment where worldly life unfolds. This heaven serves as a reminder of God's provision and the beauty of creation. It lays the groundwork for the discussions of spiritual realities that follow. Moving upward, we encounter the second heaven, often envisioned as the celestial realm. This domain includes the stars and planets, a magnificent expanse that reflects God's grandeur and creativity. In biblical literature, particularly in the Psalms, we see poets and prophets alike marvel at the heavens, proclaiming, "The heavens declare the glory of God." This declaration not only acknowledges God's handiwork, but also implies a deep calling for humanity to recognize and respond to the divine in creation. The second heaven, rich with symbolism, serves as a bridge between the earth and the ultimate spiritual realities that the faithful seek. The third heaven, however, is where we embark on an entirely different conversation, a realm often described as the dwelling place of God and the ultimate destination for believers. Paul's noteworthy mention of being caught up to the third heaven expands our understanding of a more profound spiritual reality. This location is said to be characterized by perfect communion with the divine, a blissful state that transcends earthly suffering. It is a sacred space that offers hope and promise, representing the fulfillment of God's covenant with His people. This heaven is not defined merely by walls or gates, but by the presence of God Himself, starkly contrasted to the physical heavens we first encountered. By acknowledging these three heavens, we begin to unravel the complexities and richness of biblical scripture. They prompt us to ask pertinent questions. How do we interact with these dimensions? What does our understanding of heaven shape in our faith journey? By positioning these realms in a cohesive framework, Scripture invites us not merely to seek heaven as a distant ideal, but to engage with the divine, recognize grace in our earthly existence, and aspire to the spiritual communion promised to us in that higher realm. In exploring the first heaven, we cannot overlook the dynamic interplay between physicality and spirituality, as encapsulated in the atmospheric realm. This expanse, stretching above us, is often taken for granted, an overlooked aspect of creation that infuses our daily lives with profound significance. The seamless transitions of dawn to dusk, the gentle caress of a breeze, or the chorus of chirping birds, all serve as subtle reminders of a divine order enfolding us. In many ways, our interactions with this realm are a demonstration of the Creator's ongoing handiwork, minute yet miraculous. Scripture often brings to light the conceptual beauty of this space. When the Bible speaks of the fowl of the air, it beckons us to consider the majesty residing in the simplicity of nature. Birds do not worry about their sustenance. They are assured by the provision of their Creator. Observing them may inspire us to ponder the profound trust we might also achieve, one that acknowledges a greater purpose behind our existence. Such reflections elevate our perception of the first heaven from mere ambiance to an essential thread in the fabric of spiritual life. Moreover, within this realm lies an invitation to understand the laws governing both nature and the spirit. The atmospheric conditions that support life also mirror the principles of divine grace and mercy, constantly renewing the cycle of seasons as a reflection of God's faithfulness. Raindrops quenching, thirst and sunlight nurturing growth exemplify a partnership between creation and creator, where the divine will manifests through natural laws. This intertwines the sacred with the seemingly mundane, reminding us that each breeze and every raindrop carries the mark of divine intention. The first heaven is not a static monument, it is a living creation. The atmosphere shifts with moods and seasons, teaching us about change and transition. Just as the sky can be clear and bright or heavy with impending rain, so too can our own lives oscillate between clarity and turmoil. Such reflections on the first heaven can inspire us to embrace life's fluctuations, seeing them as opportunities for growth rather than merely obstacles to be endured. Additionally, contemplation of the atmosphere can lead us to appreciate our interconnectedness with all living things. Each breath we take is intertwined with the life of the trees, the flutter of wings in the wind, and the whisper of clouds drifting above. This communal vitality speaks to the unity established by the Creator, a reminder that we are not alone in our journey. As we navigate through life, we are, in effect, enveloped in a divine embrace, nurtured by the very air we breathe. Hence, the first heaven compels us to reflect upon the layers of meaning interwoven in our environment. It serves as a poignant gateway to understanding the other heavens, inviting us to delve deeper into the mysteries that lie beyond the sky. In acknowledging the beauty and purpose behind the atmosphere, we awaken a curiosity that stirs the soul, preparing us to explore the spiritual dimensions that transcend our tangible reality. It is this awakening that allows us to appreciate the fullness of God's creation and the interconnectedness of all realms, both seen and unseen. As we ascend into the second heaven, we find ourselves enveloped in the ethereal expanse of the celestial sphere, a realm that stretches beyond the grasp of our most powerful telescopes and yet feels intimately intertwined with our existence. It is here that the vastness of creation unveils itself in gloriously intricate patterns, where light years melt away into a tapestry woven by the hand of God. In this grand cosmic theater, the stars shimmer like diamonds cast upon an endless ocean, each carrying with it the stories of ages, a reflection of divine purpose and infinite wonder. Within this majestic domain, countless planets orbit their suns, each unique in its formation, atmosphere, and potential for life. The great galaxies spiral and dance, their beautiful arms reaching out toward one another, creating a celestial ballet that speaks to the harmonies of divine orchestration. The grandeur of the second heaven draws our hearts upward, compelling us to ponder the Creator's whisper hidden in the silence of space, a silence pregnant with possibility and eager to answer our cries of curiosity. The scriptures illuminate this expanse, revealing an intimate connection between the vastness above and the divine below. It reminds us that the God who can count the stars and name each one also knows our innermost thoughts and desires. This cosmic intricacy is a mirror reflecting His sovereignty and power, inviting us to contemplate our roles within this magnificent framework. Each star, while physically distant, feels like a beacon of purpose in a world that can often feel chaotic and unanchored. As we gaze into the celestial sphere, we are struck by the realization that our place in this universe is not one of insignificance. Rather, it is filled with potential, awash in the light of God's love and creativity. The celestial wonders evoke a longing within our souls, a desire to explore, to understand, and to connect with something greater than ourselves. In this contemplation, we find ourselves part of a much larger narrative, a narrative crafted by the sovereign hand of the Almighty, who speaks galaxies into existence, and yet intricately weaves the threads of our own lives with care and intention. Within the second heaven lies not just the beauty of creation, but also a profound invitation to humility. The vast distances of space can evoke feelings of awe, yet they can also reveal our dependence on the Creator who sustains it all. In the silence of the cosmic void, we are reminded of our own frailty, the limits of our understanding, and the boundless nature of the divine. It is here, amid the stars and galaxies, that we confront the mysteries of existence, beckoning us to explore questions of purpose, identity, and ultimately, the divine relationship that transforms our experience of life. This realm, overflowing with the signs and wonders of creation, compels us to lift our eyes beyond the mundane and seek a connection with the divine architect of the cosmos. In this quest, we not only discover the magnificence of the universe, but also come closer to understanding the heart of God, who creatively designed each aspect of this celestial realm as a testament to His glory and love. The beauty of the third heaven is a tapestry woven from the finest threads of divinity, a place where time stands still and the soul finds its true home. Here, the essence of existence shines brightly, free from the shadows that often cloud human experience. It is a realm that beckons with open arms, inviting believers to immerse themselves in the endearing warmth of divine love and grace. This is not just a place, it is the very manifestation of God's presence, a sanctuary where souls commune in perfect harmony with their Creator. As one traverses the ethereal scenery of the third heaven, one is enveloped by sights and sounds beyond human comprehension. The colors are vibrant yet soft, evoking an exquisite symphony of light that dances in melodies only the spirit can perceive. Flowers that bloom in eternal seasons release fragrances reminiscent of the sweetest promises fulfilled. Rivers of crystal-clear water flow gently, mirroring the serenity that washes over those who enter this sacred domain. This environment nurtures a sense of peace that transcends understanding, a stillness that invites weary souls to rest in their divine identity. Within the third heaven, the air is rich with the sounds of praises that rise in harmonious chorus. Angels, radiant and resplendent, serve as the celestial host, engaging in worship and adoration, their voices a gentle wind that stirs the heart. Each note resonates with a truth that echoes through the very fabric of the universe, affirming God's goodness and mercy. The communion shared here extends beyond mere words. It is an intimate connection that binds the heart of the believer to the eternal. This is the ultimate encounter with divine fellowship, reflecting the fullness of love that Christ promised to those who believe. In this realm, time loses its oppressive grasp, and eternity stretches out like the horizon, promising nothing but hope and renewal. Memories of earthly struggles fade, replaced by the joyous anticipation of what is to come. A life untainted by sorrow, devoid of pain, where every tear is wiped away. The narrative of salvation unfolds in a majestic tapestry, revealing the intricate design crafted by God, where each soul finds its rightful place within His grand design. Understandably, such a vision invites a longing in the hearts of believers, a desire to see the day when they too will inhabit this glorious space. It stirs, within them, an anticipation that fuels their faith, urging them onward in their earthly pilgrimage. The struggles faced in the physical realm become stepping stones, leading toward the fulfillment of God's promises. This is the powerful invitation of the third heaven, not merely a destination but a daily reminder of the hope that fuels belief, the resurrection that sustains faith. As believers contemplate this celestial haven, they find strength in the promise of eternal life, a gift bestowed through grace and marked by triumph over death. The allure of the third heaven, with its embrace of divine presence, frames the narrative of faith in a way that transcends earthly understanding, calling each soul to aspire toward the heavenly reality awaiting them in God's perfect timing. The interplay among the three heavens is a dance of celestial harmonies, each layer resonating with its counterparts, yet maintaining its unique essence. The first heaven, our atmospheric realm, serves as the foundational canvas upon which the divine artistry of God unfolds. Within its azure expanse, light refracts through droplets of rain, casting ephemeral rainbows that remind us of divine promises. This aesthetic beauty beckons us to pause in admiration, filling our hearts with wonder about the enormity of creation. Clouds, whether they roll in dark and foreboding or drift lazily in the afternoon sun, reflect the emotional tapestry of humanity. Just as the sky can shift from serene to tempestuous, so too can our lives ebb and flow, a vivid reminder of the transient nature of existence. Transitioning to the second heaven, we ascend into the realm of stars and galaxies, where cosmic mysteries dwell. This space captivates the human mind, inviting inquisitive souls to ponder the vastness of the universe. It is here that science meets spirituality. The constellations, once mere clusters of stars, now become ethereal maps guiding travelers, both physical and metaphorical, toward understanding their place in the cosmos. The cosmos, with its unfathomable distances and intricate laws, poses questions that resonate deeply within our beings. In seeking to understand these celestial phenomena, humanity is inevitably drawn into contemplation about purpose and destiny. The mechanics of the stars serve not merely as scientific wonders, but as reflections of divine orchestration. They remind us that even in the seemingly chaotic expanse of space, there lies an order, a blueprint created and sustained by God. As we ascend further into the third heaven, the spiritual insights gleaned from this realm illuminate our understanding of the two lower heavens. This heavenly domain is characterized by profound wisdom and revelations, where the divine presence exudes an ineffable peace and clarity that transcends earthly comprehension. Here, the faithful receive guidance that shapes their moral compass and fosters a sense of interconnectedness with all things. The communion with this higher consciousness serves to deepen the believer's relationship with both the tangible and intangible worlds. In moments of prayer and reflection, we can tap into this reservoir of wisdom, drawing strength and direction that sharpen our spiritual acuity. Thus, the teachings from the third heaven ripple through our earthly experiences, encouraging us to see beyond mere physical phenomena and grasp the deeper significance woven into our lives. This intricate relationship shapes a compelling narrative about creation and existence, urging believers to recognize their lives as integral threads in a grand tapestry. Each interaction, whether experienced in daily life, in the embrace of nature, or through the awe of cosmic discovery, reinforces the notion that humanity is part of a larger story, one that is rich with divine purpose. Through this lens, we are encouraged not only to seek understanding, but also to contribute to the ongoing symphony of life, harmonizing our actions with the divine melody that resonates throughout the heavens. In the unfolding tapestry of biblical literature, the concept of heaven transcends the mere physicality of a celestial realm, inviting us into a profound exploration of spiritual existence. This is poignantly illustrated through the lives of those who have encountered the divine, such as Enoch, who walked faithfully with God and was taken up to heaven without experiencing death. His narrative not only underscores the closeness of his relationship with the Almighty, but also ignites within us a desire for similar intimacy with the divine presence. Enoch's story compels readers to reflect on the nature of their own journeys. How consistently do we seek alignment with God's will in our daily walk? Similarly, the Apostle John's visions recorded in the Book of Revelation provide a vivid portrayal of heaven that bridges the gaps between the physical and spiritual realms. John's encounters serve as a divine commentary on both earthly struggles and heavenly realities, revealing that heaven is not so distant or detached, but is intricately woven into the fabric of our lives. The imagery of a new heaven and a new earth, where sorrow and pain cease to exist, acts as a beacon of hope for believers. It encourages us to analyze our circumstances through the lens of divine promise, urging us to connect the reality of our earthly existence with the heavenly ideals that God desires for us. This divine connection is central to understanding the interplay between earth and heaven. The prophetic books contribute richly to this discourse, issuing clarion calls to seek the broader implications of our actions and choices. They challenge us with powerful visions that remind us that each moment offers a potential glimpse into the divine. The prophet's vivid imagery portrays heaven as a place of justice, peace, and unity, qualities that we are called to embody here on earth. This invites us to engage with the world around us not merely as spectators, but as active participants in God's redemptive narrative. Moreover, the resurrection of Christ serves as the ultimate reminder that heaven broke into our reality, offering us a pathway to reconciliation and communion with God. As believers, we are invited to live in the tension of the already and the not yet, understanding that while heaven is our ultimate destination, its principles can manifest in our current existence. This calls for an ongoing quest to cultivate a relationship with the divine, allowing the beauty of heaven to infiltrate our hearts and minds, shaping our thoughts and actions. In our contemporary context, how often do we pause to consider the ways in which heaven intercedes into our lives? Through prayer, communal worship, and acts of service, we create openings for divine encounters that remind us of our ultimate home. Just as the biblical figures who experienced heaven's promise found purpose in their earthly journeys, we too must embrace this sacred calling with urgency and intention, recognizing that our everyday lives can reflect the beauty and holiness of a reality that is both heavenly and near. Across cultures, the notion of heaven often acts as a canvas upon which various dreams, hopes, and fears are projected. The pursuit of an afterlife, a realm where peace reigns supreme and suffering ceases, has resonated profoundly with human experience. While biblical texts offer a structured representation of heaven, they intermingle with local lore, traditions, and the distinct philosophies of differing societies. For instance, the Christian depiction of heaven, characterized by its ethereal beauty and connection to God, often finds itself harmonizing with the intricate, animistic beliefs found in indigenous cultures. These communities may envision the afterlife not merely as an endpoint, but as a continuation of the vibrant life cycle, where ancestral spirits serve as guides in a transcendent realm. This intersection reveals a universal longing for communion with the divine and a desire for continuity beyond physical death. Cultures from different parts of the world have interpreted heaven not just as a single celestial destination, but as a network of experiences shaped by individual beliefs and collective narratives. The Yemeni view of Al-Jannah, for instance, transcends simple descriptions of paradise. It is seen as a place where earthly pleasures are magnified, a continuation of life's joy but in a state of unblemished purity. This conceptualization complements biblical descriptions that emphasize joy and fulfillment, tapping into the human yearning for restoration and eternal contentment. India offers another rich perspective through its diverse spiritual canvas. In Hinduism and Buddhism, the afterlife reflects a cycle of rebirth and karma. Heaven is envisioned as one of many states in this cosmic journey, often viewed as a temporary respite before the soul continues its evolution. Here, we see an intriguing syncretism, as these interpretations echo the biblical notion of being received in divine love for eternity, but simultaneously highlight the dynamic, ongoing journey of the soul. This layered understanding invites Christians to reflect more on their own beliefs, considering how notions of growth and cycles can also inform their relationship with heaven. The role of heaven as a metaphor gains traction in these various interpretations. For many, it symbolizes the ultimate human, aspirations towards peace, community, and love. A destination that transcends physical realms and resonates deeply within the human spirit. This metaphorical approach allows for an expansive dialogue among different faiths, one that showcases the similarities in humanity's quest for significance and belonging. Furthermore, indigenous traditions across continents often portray heaven as an interconnected web of existence, steeped in nature and the relationships between all things. This holistic view encourages a sustainable reverence for the earth, emphasizing that heaven is not a place to escape to, but rather an experience woven into the fabric of life itself. Such perspectives challenge adherents of biblical faith to incorporate environmental stewardship and communal responsibility into their understanding of heavenly pursuits. These cultural layers enkindle a richer discussion on faith, urging us to acknowledge that while we may walk different paths toward the divine, our footsteps share a common ground of intrinsic hope and a quest for fulfillment that transcends the earthly existence. In our contemporary society, the yearning for understanding often leads individuals to grapple with profound questions of existence and purpose. The exploration of the three heavens, each representing distinct realms of divine presence, human aspiration, and spiritual reality, serves as a guiding framework for believers navigating today's complexities. Recognizing these dimensions not only enriches one's faith, but also offers a deeper insight into the interconnectedness of life as we know it, and the divine. The first heaven, often perceived as the physical sky, holds more than just atmospheric significance. It symbolizes the immediate creation of God that surrounds us. This tangible realm invites believers to witness the Creator's artistry in every sunrise and sunset, reminding them that the sacred is woven into the fabric of their everyday existence. In appreciating the beauty around them, individuals are encouraged to cultivate a sense of mindfulness, allowing them to recognize God's hand in all aspects of life. Such awareness fosters gratitude, urging them not to take for granted the simple yet profound blessings bestowed daily. Transitioning to the second heaven, the spiritual dimension that intercedes between the earthly and the divine. Believers are invited to delve into a world where the unseen becomes a tangible reality. This realm encourages reflection on the inner lives of individuals, emphasizing the importance of personal spiritual journeys. Engaging with this second heaven fosters a desire for deeper communion with God, urging believers to explore prayer, meditation, and other spiritual disciplines. In doing so, they not only enrich their relationship with the divine, but also cultivate a strong sense of identity grounded in their faith. This connection imparts clarity amid the chaos of contemporary living, reminding individuals of their eternal citizenship and the hope that anchors their souls in times of uncertainty. As they grapple with the implications of the third heaven, believers are confronted with the reality of ultimate fulfillment in the presence of God. This dimension invites them to envision a life fully immersed in divine love, justice, and peace. Cores of the heavenly ethos they are called to embody on earth. Such reflection serves as both an invitation and a challenge, compelling individuals to act within their communities as agents of change, fostering relationships that mirror heaven's benevolence. This intentional living acts as a bridge connecting the sacred and the mundane, enticing believers to influence the world positively through acts of kindness, justice, and compassion. Embracing the significance of these three heavens empowers believers to navigate their paths with purpose and clarity. This perspective instills a sense of responsibility, nurturing their roles as stewards of creation who reflect heavenly values. Living authentically, guided by a vision of what can be achieved when earthly lives align with divine truths, encourages active participation in fostering a world that resonates with love and understanding. In delving into the essence of heaven, believers find not only comfort, but a profound calling to live in harmony with God's intentions, creating ripples of change that extend beyond the confines of their lives into the broader tapestry of humanity. As believers endeavor to incorporate heaven into their daily lives, they must recognize the challenge of translating spiritual truths into tangible actions. This call to embody divine principles urges followers to develop an acute awareness of the interconnectedness inherent in existence. The way we treat one another, the grace we extend, and the kindness we practice are reflections of heavenly realities. Each interaction provides an opportunity to mirror the light of heaven, illuminating the often dim corners of our world. This illumination is not merely an abstract ideal. It is manifested in our words, our deeds, and our choices, each acting as brushstrokes in the grand masterpiece of life. Furthermore, living with heaven in mind requires embracing a posture of humility and service. Christ modeled this beautifully, washing the feet of his disciples as an embodiment of leadership rooted in agape love. In a world that often equates success with power and prestige, Christians are called to redefine their aspirations not in accumulation, but in giving, not in self-promotion, but in selflessness. This reordering of priorities transforms not only individual lives, but also the fabric of communities. When individuals collectively embody the values of heaven, they create a culture imbued with respect, understanding, and nurturing generosity. Consequently, social barriers that often divide are dismantled, nurturing an environment in which unity and diversity coexist harmoniously. Moreover, pursuing righteousness in all areas of life invokes a commitment to integrity, both in action and thought. It invites believers to lead by example, ensuring their lives do not diverge from the ideals they champion. This pursuit is a lifelong journey characterized by growth and learning, an ever-deepening understanding of what it means to reflect heaven's beauty on earth. Believers can draw from biblical narratives that illustrate the fruits of righteousness, stories of reconciliation, justice, and mercy that inspire a compassionate approach to life's challenges. The act of being ambassadors of heaven calls for intentionality, a deliberate choice to represent this otherworldly kingdom in everyday interactions and decisions. By making intentional choices that align with heavenly principles, believers become conduits through which God's grace flows into the lives of others. Each act of compassion, each word of encouragement serves as a reminder that heaven is not simply a distant reality, but a present possibility, woven intricately into the fabric of our existence. Furthermore, to create a tangible expression of the values of heaven, believers are invited to engage actively in their communities. This may entail advocating for justice, lending a helping hand to those in need, or simply being a listening ear for someone in distress. Such actions resonate with a divine call to love one's neighbor, underscoring that living with heaven in mind cultivates a spirit of inclusivity and belonging. As believers commit to this lifestyle, they foster environments where hope flourishes and seeds of faith take root, providing nourishment to those groping in the shadows. Thus, living with heaven in mind transforms not only personal relationships, but also the collective ethos of entire communities. As believers embody these divine principles, their lives become testimonies of faith, inviting others to partake in the beauty of a life intertwined with the divine. In this way, heaven truly begins to manifest on earth, radiant and inviting, beckoning all to share in its promise. In this journey through the concept of the three heavens, we must not overlook the profound impact that self-inquiry can have on our spiritual lives. It is within this personal contemplation that one can uncover the mysteries of their faith, prompting yearning for a more intimate connection with the divine. Each individual's path is uniquely woven, guided by experiences, thoughts, and the whispers of the heart that beckon for reflection. When approached earnestly, these reflections can illuminate the way to transformative encounters with God, deepening one's understanding and commitment to their spiritual beliefs. To embark on this journey of reflection, one might consider the various modes through which divine interaction can occur. Prayer, often seen as a direct conversation with God, allows believers to express their innermost thoughts and feelings. It serves as a bridge to the divine, and through it, one can find solace, guidance, and even renewal. In quiet moments of prayer, seekers may find they can tap into an understanding that transcends words, experiencing an embrace that assures them of their worth and purpose. Study, too, invites engagement with the faith. Texts meant to inspire and instruct can open doors to deeper insight. Holy scriptures, theological writings, and the reflections of saints and sages from across cultures contribute layers of wisdom that can transform our understanding of heaven. Delving into these texts with curiosity encourages us to question, reflect, and ultimately reshape our beliefs in ways that resonate more profoundly with our lived experiences. This intellectual pursuit is not merely academic. It is deeply intertwined with our relationship to the divine. Meditation offers yet another pathway, inviting believers to quiet the noise of the world and listen for the still small voice that resides within. In these moments of stillness, hearts can be attuned to the presence of God. Meditation fosters awareness and cultivates a sense of peace, allowing individuals to align their lives with the principles of heaven: compassion, love, and interconnectedness. As one contemplates these values, there emerges an imperative to embody them fully in daily life, recognizing that heaven can indeed be manifested here on earth. The layered complexities of heaven may evoke a sense of urgency in the believer. With each revelation comes the responsibility to share that understanding, to invite others into this richness of faith. Community becomes a crucial aspect of this journey, as the insights gained can enhance collective wisdom and foster an environment of mutual growth. When individuals engage in discussions, sharing their personal reflections, they plant seeds that may blossom into deeper communal faith and understanding. As the exploration draws to a close, the call to delve into personal beliefs and the quest for a deeper connection remains. This endeavor is not solely an individual pursuit, but a communal invitation, a call to weave together the stories of heaven that reside in each heart, constructing a tapestry of faith that is both rich and profound. In embracing this journey, one discovers not only the essence of their own heavenly encounters, but also the opportunity to inspire others, casting light on the shared path towards a reality in which heaven is more than a distant promise. It becomes a lived experience on earth.